So guys, then it's time for King of the Hippo number 4, qualifier number 1. We are playing with WololoKingdoms. That means 31 civilizations to pick off. And yeah, we have a big monument here in the middle, trying to fight for it. Oh god, I didn't put off Hippo mod off. So yeah, you see a beautiful Hippo here. Everyone was trying to fight for that one. And yeah, my co-caster for this very first game is lovely Mr. Robo.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so let's talk about the civilizations. We have 6 different players here. And so, Slavs for Pumuckl, we have Italians for Funny Tamtam, we have Magyars for Fidger, we have Thmadi with Khmer, Ethiopians for Quiddity 23, and Killing 8, the master himself, playing the Indians, Imbatsiv.
I actually really like this, because everyone's decided that a different civ best.
Yeah.
Everybody has no idea what they're doing, and it's so evenly spread out between all the different expansions. Well, except for Rajas, nobody likes Rajas, but everything else is so nice.
Okay, now the countdown started for everyone who doesn't know how this works. We have a countdown starting with 550 years, and it just goes down. And every time you switch the owner, it goes up to 100 years if we got below 100 years. And I'm trying to adjust the positioning of the text. Where do I do that?
I think it's in advanced settings.
Advanced settings. Search bar. Oh.
Move research panel up and down. I think that's the one you need to do.
Ah, okay, got it. That was too far. Okay, some just weird jumping around here. Okay, well, we will see, and I'll fix it throughout the first game. And yeah, so very different civilizations here. We already see a pretty different startup here. And Italians play a Funny Tamtam here. Already going for Loon quite early on. You don't have too much gold. Maybe some fight for the relics is an option. You have outside gold as well. So I think personally going for a civilization that isn't that gold intense would be quite a nice choice here.
Oh, for sure. And I think also having something that's easily able to take that map control around the outside of your base, because you really want to grab those 2 or so extra golds that are kind of near to your base and grab them early and stop your enemies from, stealing your gold and stone. Because especially if there's any civs with bombard towers, which are, I think, only Italians here get bombard towers. Especially if they're able to get them up and start pushing towards the middle. I think that could be quite key for Tamtam, if he thinks of that.
Okay, let's take a look. Reasonable amount of stone, pretty close by, and uh-oh, that's not the greatest ball lure ever. Obviously the straggler is super annoying for him. And oh god, that looked pretty ugly here. And yeah, now going to the outside, trying to go for some wood here. Whoops. Then let's go for players.
I think that's a little bit risky, to be honest, going for the outside wood. Because, you've got forests that are a decent size inside your base.
Yeah.
And if anybody decides to, go for a crazy scout rush or something, just for the, just the lols, they could really, really hurt you, having you that far away from your base.
Yeah.
Some people aren't going to take it too seriously.
Yeah, that's true. But obviously, whoever wins a qualifier here gets onto the grand finals later Sunday evening to play for $200. So generally we've seen players trying to play as good as they can with the smartest strategies that they can come up with. For example, idling your TCs with 12 villagers, not a winning strategy.
No, no, definitely not good. And look, Pumicle's up with a crazy uptime. Maybe he's gonna do some sort of a rush.
Okay, now I know how it works. Okay, finally. Okay, I'm happy now. Okay, finally finished it. Okay, good job me. Pop 22, that's quite... no. To click up with Pop 22. I don't really see him doing a fast castle here, which should be the standard strategy if you ask me. He will drop another like 500 food here. With all the deer, but I don't see any farms. And he's heavily on gold as well. What's this?
Well,
how do you qualify for the
qualifier?
Well, now he is farming. Okay, how do you qualify for the qualifiers? You could just sign up. We had all the infos on AOCzone.net and Reddit r/AOE2. You want to follow the Age of Empires scene, those are the two places to go. And obviously my channel. Okay,
clearly.
so clearly. Okay, that's a lot of villages on gold here for blue. Yeah, Pumuckle is up, but now 2 villagers on farms. And that won't really be a fast castle. Like now he's going into heavy farming. Ay. That isn't looking too smooth.
He would have been better off just putting all those bills on gold and just, you know, buying 200 food.
Yeah. Or just maybe selling his stone, buying food. Well, at the moment, like 3 farmers will take some time to get the remaining 220 food. Oh man.
And also he's going to be idling his TC, so he's going to fall really far behind on villager count.
Okay. Smarty, obviously, the girl that we have the highest hopes on. Big part of the community as well. Would love to see her in the finals as well. Kalini, he seems to like a lot of farms.
But he's got an incredibly ugly wood line bottom of his base. Look at those villages. Where are they going? It's like for Carlini, his south wood line. Look at how far those villagers are walking, all the way around all the trees.
Yeah, because everyone is trying to pick an individual one. But he is really continuing to farm. Now, that's too many if you ask me. He doesn't even have enough resources to build the market and blacksmith now. 1 or 2 less. Would have been nice. Okay, Pumagil went into heavy farming now. Kalini blacksmith. And where's the market for him? Maybe pulling those 2 villagers over here. No, he's pulling one at the front. Okay, so good. And a lot of people actually went outside. Oh, Khmer.
Oh,
probably.
I kind of understand doing it later in feudal age when you start running out of wood, but the initial lumber camp is just... I don't know, I feel it seems like a bit of a waste not using your initial wood lines.
Well, or it's the best use of the initial wood lines, because if you ever lose the outside, you still have some left. Like, do you know, like, Mishi players always go for the central wood, so that if you ever cut all the trees in the middle, you still have some left in your base.
Well, I guess that's fair, but I don't know, I'm more of the thought that if you lose access to all of the resources on the outside, having an extra, what, 2,000 wood in your base isn't really gonna save you. No.
Well, there's a chance to come back, and it's not like...
It's a temporary save, maybe.
Yeah, and it's not like people can really camp at your resources anyways, because they need to move their army towards the middle as well. Something we didn't address yet. Do you feel like Smarty and Quiddity have a worse spot because they can't really access the Wonder directly, but have to run around the forest to the south of the Wonder here?
Potentially, but depending on what their army composition, that might help them. You know, because like if they're going for ranged heavy units, they can sort of camp up against the forest against any knights or anything that's coming out. And Quiddity's probably going to go in for what Arb held as Ethiopians, so that might give him a hand. And he can always cut it down with onagers if he needs to.
Oh, yeah, that's true as well. And he has a pretty nice hill. One of the only hills close by to the Wonder, actually. While Kalini and Pumakel somewhat have one as well. Actually, it's quite surrounded by hills, so holding the Wonder will be pretty tough for all of the players. Down to 360 years now.
Ooh, Carlini and Quiddity are both moving out to TC, the sort of south corner of the map. They might have some engagements in Castle Age over space down there.
Kalini a bit better with his build-up. Ahead when it comes to the HP on his scout as well. And Quiddity is actually building another lumber camp there. After scouting the TC, that's a weird decision if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. Like you'd think he's in Castle Age, he should be making TCs, right?
Yeah, he just reached Castle Age. But yeah.
Oh, he's got the wood. He's got 1k wood in the bank.
Okay. Well, maybe he wants to do something aggressive and felt like this will be a very war-heavy zone. But now moving his villagers, maybe he just wanted to have them working for a bit of time. And for now, no one really going for army except Bunny Tam here. What is he going for? I see a scout in the middle of the map. And he did build some spearmen to protect his very open woodline. So wanted to be safe against the scary scouts that you were fearing from before.
Ooh, Fidra is making double stables in the north of the map near his woodline. So potentially heavy knights coming out from him to raid someone.
Maybe, yeah, he has 6 villagers on gold. That is enough to produce some knights out of 2 stables for sure. Yeah, some people still asking what is this hippo for in the middle. So whoever controls this monument in the middle at the end of those years wins the game. At the moment it's blue because the blue player Funny Tam is controlling this hippo, and yeah, if he still controls it, if this countdown is down to 0 years, he wins and goes on to the finals to play for $200. And well, he's already sending some units over. $250?
Yeah, didn't I donate 50?
Yeah, okay, no, that's not how it works. Like, I will always take all the donations to 200. So I will take all the donations, but will guarantee 200. So gotcha. If like another one would donate like 200 now, then we're up to 260.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So like, I'm not giving in 200, but guaranteeing 200. And
fair play.
Kalini. Those two losing his villager, his scout there. And let's take a look at the boom. Kalini, 50 there. And oh god, now we're getting close. Another $50 here by Sean.
Oh, in the north of the map. Bidger has
nice.
no loom and he's being raided by knights.
No loom, and he can't research it because he's on the way to Castle Age. And oh god, what is Quiddity doing here? That's from villager war, but not really important. And oh god, Fidger, that will be a world of trouble for him. And that even farms outside here. Look at that, he will drop below 25 villagers because all of them, I don't really see how he can save them. That's so ugly for him. And he doesn't know what to do.
Oh, that's just brutal.
Oh man.
He's got a lot of resources in the bank, so he can certainly make some knights, but he's just so far behind now. Like, pretty much everybody's approaching 50 vills, except for Tam, like 50 plus vills. He's got half that.
he did build 2 spearmen here, and they have forging and iron casting, so good for him. But yeah, obviously going for some knights there would have been the better option, but not the greatest start. And now down to 26 villagers indeed. But against the other guy who has the second lowest, it's 42 only there. Punny Tam trying to go for the kill, but is that the best strategy in an FFA King of the Hill here? Most of the people agree on just booming and trying to contest the Wonder later on. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Spooky Sean with another 100. So guys, thank you so much, and yeah, the players will be super happy, and all in the pockets of MBL and Teto and Doubt, who are the big favorites to win this whole tournament. So guys, thank you so much for helping out here, and the bear even going wild. want to join the party here as well, but the Knights of Pumuckl are running. Oh, going for the +1 defense. Sean, thank you so much, mate. Pumuckl going heavily on stone. Looks like he wants to build a castle there in the middle.
Well, Slavs, their Boyar unique unit is quite powerful since they're essentially Teutonic Knights on horses, right? So, he could be thinking of going for that as his army composition, like say Boyars and Siege, once he gets to Imp. So, you know, pre-planning, generally considered a good idea, I've heard.
Okay. So yeah, we are at $210 prize pool now, and Boyars, yeah, let's see about them. Something I didn't mention as well, most of us are used to seeing FFAs here from the previous King of the Hippos with 8 players, but with 6 players, actually the monument time is a bit lower if I remember correctly. So you have to go a bit more aggressive than on the 8 player as well. Not only because more people can snipe it, but also the timer is so much longer, smaller.
Ooh, but in the south, Carlini is being castle dropped by Quiddity, who's backing that up with pikemen and 1 archer. I assume he can make some more. Yeah. And that could quite hurt Carlini, because that's like half of his eco down in that little spot there.
And another siege workshop there as well.
Now.
Quiddity going for the... Yeah, Quiddity going for the very best army here. Pikeman upgrade for free, obviously. His archers firing faster. He has Botkin arrow now. So playing to the strengths of his civilization. But Carlini up to Imperial Age. The first one here. And maybe let's take a look. Is he on stone? Yeah, with some villages.
He's already building a castle, actually.
Oh yeah, but a bit too far to the north, if you ask me. I think I would have loved it in between the 2 TCs, behind the monastery.
I think he's thinking just take a little bit more control and make sure that his trebuchets are safe when he makes it. But in that position where it's kind of walled in by the uni and the TC, I think the trebs should be able to just about range the castle and the TC of Quiddity. And that's a nice little safe pocket for him to hide in.
Yeah, I think so as well. Should win the trap war quite easily. Actually, it won't really be a trap war because Quiddity, let's take a look at his resources. He actually could click up pretty soon as well. But yeah, he will be a solid 3 minutes later. And that's just a tough spot to win a trap war then.
It's kind of crazy how many resources Carlini actually has at the moment. Like, he's looking at 1500 food, 3k gold.
Now going for the archer ranges with Indians. Not 100% sure if I like that, because I believe they don't have Arbalest anymore with 5.5, right?
No, they don't. They're missing Arbalest. But I'm guessing elite skirms and hand cannons would be the plan.
Well, I would have loved to see archer elephants. That's just...
I think that's a better unit for the late game. They're not really that powerful for pushing, in my opinion. Well, they don't really pump out enough damage, so like you need something else to begin with, and then maybe transition into them once you've taken some more map control.
Okay, he's going for thumbring. Traps now, chemistry. Quiddity up to Imperial Age as well. No one really going for the one at the moment. Fidger trying to rebound, try to get some knights out. We see Temtem going for some raids. Pumuckl trying to defend with a castle here at home. Actually even 2. And going for his beautiful boyars. On the other side we have Smarty going for the full boom here. And look at that. That's a solid, what is that? 5 TC boom? On the outside, so...
Plus the one to begin with?
Yeah.
And her bill count certainly shows it. She's second.
Oh yeah.
So, getting up there. Actually, it's quite surprising that Quiddity is that high.
Yeah, that's true. He seems like a very strong player here. Like, he's pushing quite early on, still has a pretty great boom, is reaching Imperial Age any second now. That looks extremely solid.
You're doing pretty well for me, like...
Too bad, man. Maybe panic. That's okay. I'm still online. But yeah, obviously sucks.
Really sad.
Really sad, yeah. Pepperoni.
Oh, if the stream does come back up, Fidger is in a really, really bad place at the moment. He's only on 46 builds at the 35-minute mark. Still being rated in Look, funny Tamtam's almost an imp. He's got a castle next to one of his TCs denying gold. I think, honestly, that Fissure could be defeated if Tamtam decides to just go all out on him. Yeah, because he doesn't really have a lot at the moment.
Well,
So
you
if
can
he
always
gets pushed,
sit behind stone walls.
he could die.
Okay. Okay, guys, you didn't miss too much there.
Carlini pushing a lot of trebs at the moment, and going for Indian hand cannons. And I guess he's going to transition into hussars, possibly.
Maybe, and
Maybe
I believe he will have a pretty weak army against what Smarty will build. I believe that could be like ballista elephants and battle elephants. So I want to see Kalini going on to Imperial Edge camels. He's researching heavy camels at the moment though.
It's definitely a good plan, because Imperial camels are essentially paladin, once you look at their total stats. So they're incredibly tanky units, and they have the added bonus of killing other paladin. And basically every other cavalry unit in the game.
But yeah, I believe taking Arbalest. Oh god, rip again. Oh, I have no idea why. Why? But yeah, I believe.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man.
Although, actually, he's surviving this treble war surprisingly well. Considering that Carlini had like 4 or 5 trebs to 2 to begin with. His castle is still standing, and he's sort of pushed him back a little bit.
I mean, the hill advantage really helps there.
Oh yeah, definitely. But if we have a look, Smarty's taking into battle elephants and ballista elephants.
That will be a super deadly army.
Mono elephant army for her, which is going to be incredibly tanky, to say the least.
Yeah, and a lot of people actually in the last King of the Hippos picked Persians because they felt, yeah, that's probably the strongest units here. If you have like 620 HP war elephants there and all the rams around, your army is basically unstoppable. And I feel like Smarty is going into that same route and having range there as well. So that's pretty strong. But only 90 gears left, guys.
Yeah, and like he's totally holding it with like 8 cavaliers. Like anybody could basically run in there and kill it. And like Tomical's starting to mass some boyards, so I assume he's going to go in it pretty soon. But like if Tamtam somehow wins this, like nobody really does anything till the end. He could get in there and just win with, you know, 20 units somehow.
But look at that. For now we are in the point of view of Kalini. He is fighting in the south, but he can still see a small area around the Wander and can see some units standing there. So he knows what's in the middle, and obviously everyone knows the counter for the monument. But for now, someone needs to push Tamtam off. There, yeah.
And like, Tamtam's even concentrating on killing Fidra at the same time. So he's got Genies, crossbows, and trebs in the north of the map. Nowhere near the Wonder. And he's even building a siege workshop inside Carlini's base.
I have no idea how those villagers, we did show them before, I have no idea how they got it. I believe he converted them with the monk from before, and Kalini was just fighting here over at the side against Quiddity. And I'm not sure if that's, yeah. Oh, and Kalini now saying, shit, just stall the time, stop Quiddity.
Oh.
70 years only left.
Oh. I think Quiddity should definitely kill the trebs and then leave.
Yeah, probably.
It's such a good opportunity to like waste killing those trebs, because there's like 2 of them on 2 and 10 HP, which they have survived, unfortunately.
Yeah. Quiddity not really going for the...
Pummel can easily clear this up.
Yes.
Look at all those beautiful boyards. Getting ready to go in, and oh, here comes Snarpy. The elephants are on the way. The march of the elephants.
Do you get upgrades for the Elite Ballista Elephant? Do they get more range and more damage? No, not really, right?
Siege Engineers gives them +1 range.
Okay.
Because they're technically a siege unit.
Okay. But have defense. Okay, makes sense. Okay, 50 years left.
But then they get Cav Archer defense. Ooh, okay, so we've got a small meeting in the middle. 2 players with Cavaliers and 1 with hand cannons. The hand cannoneers will get absolutely shreked if anyone attacks them.
Yeah, so that's all cleared up now from what Kalini is sending over. But now Imperial Camels, but he doesn't have a single attack upgrade on them yet. So that's not too great, but yeah, clearing up all those Cavaliers. And Kalini, I believe he might end up with the highest points in this game. But actually his home base, look at his home base again. Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh, now Smarty's moving in. She will get fletching, curious as I was. Getting chemistry and... Oh, those ballista elephants are so good! Oh, okay.
Just need to make sure they stay near the Wonder. And oh, look at her, she's pushing into Carlini as well.
Oh god.
And look, they've got so much attack, they just kill anything that they come near.
Yeah. Kalini's still 6k gold left. Let's take a look at what Smarty has. She has endless amount of resources as well. And pushing with more castles. Building a market at a weird place, I have to say. But yeah, her eco is looking incredible here. Maybe overboomed though. 156 villagers. That means they only have 44 fighting units. Her KD at the moment is 37 to 1. What the fuck? And yeah, but I think she doesn't have the fighting power in the middle. Yeah, she has strong units, but 40 isn't enough to really contest. Yeah, when we get into the phase where like 3-4 people are trying to come over. And just look at the army of Pumuckl. That's a real big force there. 90 boyars.
Yeah, and I assume he's going to take in their like siege engineers or heavy scorpions, siege onager or heavy scorpions, back up the boyars, and then that's going to be incredibly deadly. Like the ballista elephants, they take bonus damage from mangonels, I think. So they could be in a bit of trouble if he gets them out in time. Because remember, we've only got 70 years left on the clock.
Let's take a look. So Pumuckl doesn't really want to attack. Where is he trying to regroup? Lini is now clearing up his home base. Some Harsas coming in. They won't do much. Yeah, just clearing up 15 Harsas without losing a single elephant there. Well, that wasn't the most efficient fight. What is Pumuckl doing?
I think the real thing that Smarty needs is some closer stables. But like, she's got a lot of ballista elephants, but she also needs just the regular elephants, just for that extra mass.
But now she's killing a lot of villagers of her own. Look at that! She's now at 70 army. Maybe Smarty can do this. 55 years only, guys. Oh, Blue is not sending in his army quite nicely. Kalini is super far away from the middle as well. Pumuckl is not sending in everything. It's only 50 years left, and that's a strong army here. Can Smarty do it?
Maybe, no. She's got to keep her army on the monument though, don't chasing. Stay.
47 years. Oh god. Let's try to Smiley just quickly. Nili years.
And Carlini is just busy trying to kill Quiddity, it seems. Carlini's like, no, I'm just gonna let Smarty win.
You kept attacking me.
Bomber towers. Bomber towers are starting to spin.
But only 40 years left.
I think it's gonna be enough. Yeah. Okay, Pumuckl's charging. Oh boy.
Okay. Now Pumuckl is coming in with all his army. Okay, let's take a look. That's a lot of boyars there, 90 boyars. Let's take a look how much damage they're taking. They have 100.
Is even sending all of her villages.
Oh, she wants to go for it. 30 years only. SO tech of Pumuckl too late. Now the boyars closing down the distance. They will kill the front line here for sure. But blue and green not really helping out as well. I believe Pumuckl might be able to clear up most of the village elephants. That's so much army here.
She's sort of run out of food. She can't really make any more army at the moment. Whatever she has is all she has.
That's true. And 0 food at the moment. 25 years only. Oh, so many boyars still being produced.
I think she should be able to do it.
Oh, it's 22 years left. Green is not sending in enough. Blue is not sending in anything. All the villagers coming to the front. 20 more years here. She's dropping down to 460, not having anything at all. Look at that. That's basically it all in. Players need to focus in the middle. And
oh no, Smarty's got this.
Pumuckl is running out of steam. It looks like Smarty can do it, yeah. 14 years only, no one really having any more army. Wow,
and kills 100 jets.
Kalini is sending in everything, maybe 12 more years. Well, he can clear up all those elephants quite nicely now. Some of blue units trying to stop the reinforcement line. Let's take a look at all the ballista elephants left. Still though, 8 years only, I believe. Oh, more boyars coming in. Can they clear this up? Robo, it's only 5 years.
It's done. It's done. There's still 40 plus units there.
And Smarty is winning the first qualifier here. Only 3 years left to GG. 53-minute game. A bit shorter than expected, but people, especially Teal and Orange, not thinking about the middle enough. Green complete out the game. And Smarty, the grill in the finals.
Woohoo!
Nili or grill?
The golden grill triumphs again.
Yeah. And yeah, the model's a bit backed here. But yeah, she still had a lot of ballista elephants left here as well. And Smarty in the chat. Woo! Super happy here, obviously. And yeah, she's done it. And she's going to the 8-player finals there with a prize pool over $210. And congratulations to her. So who else had a shot? I believe Pumuckl got a lot of kills there. But yeah, fighting against very strong army.
Carlini could have done something if he hadn't been so determined to kill Teal.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, because those Imperial Camels would have been so useful. Like, if he'd been backed up by siege from Pumuckl, the two of them could have cleared that army, no worries if they'd attacked on time. But oh, he just let his anger get in the way, and he was just like, screw you, Teal, I'm going to kill you because you attacked me once.
Okay. Take a look at the achievements then. And Smarty obviously killing the most and losing the most. But that's what you want to do if you want to hold the wonder. Kalini killing Quiddity there. But yeah, as we said, robbing himself of the chance, winning the whole game. Nice amount of resources there by Smarty overall as well. Big food eco together with Pumuckl, and nice gold eco as well. So Pumuckl had a lot of villagers as well, as it seems. No, but just very efficient with them. And yeah, congrats to her. And that was qualifier number 1 here. If you liked that, guys, we will still